There was an atmosphere of joy in the city of Ayodhya. Lamps were lit everywhere, and the sweet sounds of music echoed all around. There was happiness and celebration throughout the royal palace because King Dasharath had announced that he would crown his eldest son, Sri Ram, as the king. But destiny had something else in store. Kaikeyi's maid Manthara poisoned her mind with jealousy. She reminded Kaikeyi, "Queen, once King Dasharath had promised you 2 boons. Perhaps the time to ask for them has now come." Kaikeyi asked King Dasharath for 2 boons. First, that Bharat be made the king of Ayodhya, and second, that Ram be sent into exile for 14 years. Hearing this, King Dasharath said with tears in his eyes, "Kaikeyi, if you wish Bharat to become the king, so be it, but do not send Ram into exile. Bharat, who is currently at his maternal uncle's home, will not be able to bear this injustice when he returns." But Kaikeyi remained firm in her demand, and it was the tradition of the Raghu dynasty. Life may go, but a promise must not be broken. King Dasharath could not stop his tears, yet he kept his word. Ram said calmly, "Father, your promise is not a punishment for me, but a blessing." Sita said, "Where you are, there is my life." And Lakshman said, "Brother Ram, I have no existence without you." The 3 of them left Ayodhya and set out toward the forest. When they reached the banks of the Ganga, they met a boatman named Kevat. Ram said, "Please ferry us across to the other side." But Kevat said, "Lord, when you reached the ashram of sage Gotama, you touched a stone with your feet, and that stone turned into a woman named Ahalya, who had been cursed to remain a stone for years. So Lord, please allow me to wash your feet first. My boat is made of wood. If it also transforms, I will be in great trouble." Ram smiled. Kevat lovingly washed his feet, placed that water on his head, and then seated Ram, Lakshman, and Sita in the boat. Meanwhile, in Ayodhya, Dasharath remembered the curse he had received years ago. Once, while hunting, he heard a sound and shot an arrow using his skill of targeting by sound, thinking that an animal was drinking water by the river. But it was Shravan Kumar, who was filling water for his blind parents. With his last breath, the wounded Shravan Kumar said, "O king, please take care of my parents." When Dasharath told this to his parents, they said, "O king, just as we cannot bear the sorrow of separation from our son, you too will suffer in separation from your son." Saying this, they gave up their lives. Today, that very curse had come true. Chanting Ram, Ram, Dasharath gave up his life. When Bharat returned and learned of everything that had happened, he was deeply saddened and ashamed of his mother Kaikeyi's actions. He then reached Chitrakoot, where Ram, Sita, and Lakshman were living in the forest. Bharat fell at Ram's feet and said, "Brother, Ayodhya is incomplete without you. Please return." Ram replied, "This is Father's final command, and fulfilling one's promise at any cost is the identity of the Raghu dynasty." With tears in his eyes, Bharat said, "Then please give me your sandals. They will sit on the throne of Ayodhya, and I will rule only in your name." Bharat took a vow to live an ascetic life by building a hut in Nandigram. Ram, Sita, and Lakshman spent nearly 11 years of their 14-year exile in Chitrakoot, serving sages and destroying demons. With this, the Ayodhya Kanda comes to an end. But this was only the beginning. Now begins the deeper chapter of the forest, Ayodhya Kanda, where Ram will face demons and destiny. To watch the next chapter of the Ramayana Ayodhya Kanda, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.